Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Johnson is out there with Rose. Then there's Muhammad. That's Hamilton in at the 3. And for the Knicks, GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
Now here is Hamilton, and he really played well against Denver. Lets it go from 14, and he nails the jumper.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Johnson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Johnson. Pass to Shing. Here's the 3. That shot misses. Here's Barron. New York moving the ball around. Here's Montgomery. Off target from outside. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Philadelphia. Their first look at this year's New York squad. Johnson, the pass to Hamilton. Inside, Muhammad. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
No, I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Barron. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. They get it back.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And here's Rose outside. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Parsons outside. Pass to Barron. It's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Hamilton. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Good on the bucket. Muhammad's got his second bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Barron. Muhammad covering. Barron, good.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach. having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Philadelphia making a change here. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. With 76ers in second.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
And here's Hamilton. 5 points in the game. Tucker inside. Just 5 to shoot. Right wing from deep. Rose drops in the tray. Rose has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the 76ers. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Barron. Here's Haynes. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. Knicks trail by 11. To the middle. Here's Barron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this.
2 shots.
That one is off. That one is no good. Now here's Tucker. He has yet to score. Good on the triple.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Armstrong, and it's Solomon in at the 4. Doors, I'd have to imagine, game 2 of a back-to-back is a big test of a player's stamina.
You're exactly right, Kevin. And it's not just the physical stamina, it's the emotional stamina to hang in when your body is absolutely tired. But the great players, the ones we love to watch, embrace this challenge.
Down low, The steal. Here's Roberts. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You take a look at Muhammad. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Johnson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Shot by Roberts, no good. The 76ers leading by 17. Here's McLeod. No scoring in this one. Pass to Barron. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Parsons attacking. That one good for two.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Philadelphia's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
5 on the clock. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And Philadelphia making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. And so it's New York with it. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Solomon passes to Muhammad to the inside. Here's Johnson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the 76ers lead by 17. Dugonis is guarded by Johnson. Fades and shoots. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, with the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back over to you, Kevin.
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie. Clock is at 3. Barron, good.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver. of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
You know what it is.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Muhammad. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Montgomery. No good on the triple. Philadelphia leading by 18. Here's Tucker. Parsons with the rebound. And so it's Parsons with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Defeated by the Pacers in the last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Here's Hamilton. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Hamilton's got 7 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. Muhammad, no luck. Fires from way outside. No good on that one. And so it's Philadelphia with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Just moving the ball, you can confuse and frustrate a defense.
Yeah, so many of their points have come off assists, executing at a very high level. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Knicks trail by 18. To Barron. Over Muhammad. Barron can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And for Philadelphia, we've got Johnson. He's out there with Rose. And it's Muhammad in at the center, locking down the middle. From 12 feet out. And that one's good. Shing.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Pass to Barron. All sorts of time, and the jumper is good. Barron's got 9 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And here's Shing for the 3. Barron grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Back to Hamilton. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by New York. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Montgomery is covered by Rose. Muhammad grabs the board.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Hamilton outside. The 76ers with another miss. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Parsons outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barron. Johnson with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good. Shing. He's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Got a moment. Let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The Knicks, 4th.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. There's a good screen.
2 minutes remaining.
6 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Parsons for 3. Shane pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 18. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much. The Knicks making a switch here. Miles is checked in. 1:31 left in the 3rd. Here's Montgomery. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
And kicks to Hamilton. Muhammad sets a pick for Hamilton. Pass to Rose. Takes the 3. And it's Miles with the rebound. Knicks trail by 18. Montgomery, the pass to Parsons. New York moving the ball around. Kennedy, defended by Shing. Here's Kennedy. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the 76ers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. The Knicks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Shot game clock separated by 5. Here's Montgomery. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Hamilton outside to the paint. Here's Sheng. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. He's got 8.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Leiden, and it's Robertson at the 2 guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And Muhammad gets it to go. Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Kevin, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
From deep miles, Muhammad grabs the board.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Solomon, no good.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Pass to Leiden. Can't cash in from close range. The 76ers leading by 23. Here's Muhammad. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
McNeil's shot's good.
Works that one inside. Nice.
76ers lead. 38.
Now Muhammad.
17.
Pass to Solomon. The 76ers with another miss.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Leiden. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA has done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
Here's McLeod, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And some changes here for the 76ers. Terrell's checked in. Armstrong subbed in for Muhammad. Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Parsons on the wing, guarded by Tucker. Here's Barron. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. A shot by McLeod, no good. And for the Knicks, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Pass to Barron. A fader. Rebound by the 76ers.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Here's McLeod. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Three-pointer. Barron grabs the board. Barron's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They set the pick. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Solomon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Tucker. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Parsons with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Barron. Now here's Parsons. And it's off from three-point range. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's McLeod. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.